Hello, 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 everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. It is a cloudy day, which means the cloud cover keeps the heat in a little bit. It is currently minus 19 Celsius with a wind chill factor that makes it feel like minus 28, which means it's minus 2 Fahrenheit with wind chill factor that makes it feel like minus 18. Definitely much warmer than it was over the weekend. I love it that it seems to be warming up a bit. Temperatures are, still in the winter weather, but, it's Manitoba. So that's kind of what it is. Hey, Jan, welcome, welcome. Hi, Susan, welcome. Nice to see you guys. Today we're making pockets. Pockets was what we pulled out of the bin as a suggestion for this week. Hey, Melody, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. So, today we are going to focus on pockets. We never really discussed on if we were just going to fold up a bunch of pockets or if, let's move these guys out of the way. Hey, Anne, welcome. Snowy in Virginia today? Yeah. We had a little bit of snow overnight, but not too much. We never discussed exactly what we want to do with pockets. Hi, Marguerite, nice to see you. If we wanted to decorate them as we made them, if we were just going to practice making a whole bunch of different kinds of pockets. Hi, Sherry. Nice to see you. It's warming up out there. Sort of. Anyway, so I did I chopped up a bunch of master boards in various shapes, sizes. So I've got master board bits. I've got my snippet strips, just a few various things. As I say, we didn't discuss if we were going to decorate as we went or if we were just going to make a whack load of different kinds of pockets and do it that way. 21 degrees there, that's nice. 21 is a nice temperature. Hi, Miss Allie, welcome, welcome. Okay, so I did do a supply list. The one thing I forgot to mention was to get something round that you could trace and cut circles with. I don't know what you guys have on your desk. It doesn't matter. I'm going to show you what I do. Hi, Flo, Andrea, nice to see you. I'll show you what I do with circles. You guys, simple, easy, you'll get it. You can just do it on your own. A lot of these things are simple, easy, just do them on your own. So I'm just going to play and tell you what I'm doing. So it's a play along today. I think we'll call these play alongs. Hi, Barbara. Nice to see you. Awesome. So one of the things, you guys know I don't use magazines as a rule because 98% of the magazines I have, hi, Teresa, are train magazines. It's what comes into my house. So I did have a magazine. It's called, what is it? It's a Parents Canada magazine. My daughter gave it to me. So I just ripped out a page because it had a picture on it other than a train. So I'll just show you what I do with these to create pockets. Fast, simple. You cut out the picture. And I go all the way to the sides of the picture. And I don't necessarily cut the top. I usually just tear the top because I like the torn edge. But when you're doing pockets, look at these nice big letters. I'm going to put those in my ransom letter bins. This is going in the garbage. Surprise, Kim's putting stuff in the garbage and it's a big hunk of paper. What's the one thing? This, it's my yes men. They agree with everything I say. Mostly. Everybody needs somebody to agree with everything. So my husband made me some yes men. That's what the wooden thing is up in the corner. Just something to agree with me. Thanks. Okay. So you guys know when you've got magazine page, it's usually pretty thin. So it's always nice to fold over a piece and glue it down so that it's double thick for the edges of your pockets. Because when you're putting things in pockets that are just a thin paper, they rip. You need some yes men. Yeah. We don't have any more strapping. I've got a couple of people who should. Isn't that true? So we folded up the top because we need that strength for when we're putting stuff in and out. If it's thin, it's going to tear. So then what I do is I rip it because I like torn edges on my picture pockets. I call these picture pockets. Yes, Anne, wouldn't that be? It would. So then, you just kind of fold it over, a little bit of a lap over, not much, just enough so that you've got some glue. You can put some glue to hold it together. And you could do this with any picture, right? Doesn't really matter. Little line of glue, fold it, glue it. And then at the bottom corners, what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of little snips, just like this. And the one that's got the seam on it, we're going to trim down just a little bit, lessen the bulk. And then we're just going to fold that up, just past the snips, and glue it. We have to put a little bit of glue between, and then glue on top. It's like a little paper bag, right? I guess you could call them bags as well. And then you have a cute little, you don't have to decorate it. You can just pop it into your journals just the way it is. Does your kitty agree with you? I don't know. So then, of course, you black the edges with a marker. And it's a cute little pocket. If you're not doing anything, just sitting and watching TV in the evenings, these are fast, simple to make. And it's nice to do a mass because then you've got them. And if you just need to fill up the page with a bit of randomness, this works. Does that make sense? I know I didn't tell you guys to bring a magazine page either. So, but there's one idea. Then the circles. What I do with the circles, I just pulled out one of my circle pockets, is I cut out 2 circles. One of the circles I cut in half and I glue it on the front as the pocket. The other half of the circle I glue on the back so that I've got the stability. Then I can glue this into a journal on a page. I have a little journal thing here. And what I would do is I would glue it down the side, across the bottom, and up the other side so that it's a pocket, but it's still square. Does that make sense? Circle pockets are a lot of fun. You could use anything. I could have used it for this. You use it for whatever you have. So as I say, I cut out 2 circles, one for the front, one for the back, just to give it the extra stability for tucking in. And then I glue it down as a square, or I just glue it this way and it's a tuck. Okay? So that's circles. You could do those any size, right? So you could do that with your paper doilies. The thing is they're really, really thin, right? So then this I would definitely glue down on a solid piece of paper, and I would do the same kind of thing with it, just to give it that extra bit of stability. Sherry, did I say hi? Yes, I did. If there's anybody I missed, hi. I'm really glad to see you guys here. We're working on pockets today. Unfortunately, it's for our journals, not for our clothing. Okay, so, and then, when you guys do have your paper doilies or some other sort of circle, you just fold up about a third of the way, and then you fold in each side. I probably should have done it the other way around. And then you've got you kind of make them even, Kim. And then you have a pocket this way. But again, as I say, I like to put a bit of a backing on it to make it a little bit stiffer. You can definitely use it this way as long as you're not trying to shove something that's got a lot of bulk in it in. Just something really light. So that's another thing to do with circles. All right. Do you guys have thinking caps on? This one, I don't know that I would embellish it at all. You could just put that in any way you want. You could always put like a little flower or something on top, a bow, something if you wanted to. But you can get away with just this. The same thing with this. And this you would definitely have to decorate. Yeah, sort of. I'm trying to do it really simple. These are so easy, really. Like I say, I fold it down first so I've got a double edge so that it's already stiff. And then I tear it. Great way to use up old calendars. Great way to use up old magazines, even book pages, right? Instead of fussy cutting everything out, something like this works great. All right. Like I say, you can decorate, embellish, whatever you like. Whatever you like. Now, I asked you guys to bring some envelopes. Where is my envelope one? I pulled out all my pocket kind of samples. And I had one to do with envelopes. There it is. Another way to use an envelope for a pocket. You have your envelope, right? You put torn paper edge on the tops so that you've got pockets. You fold it in half, and then you put it over the edge of a page. This journal is way small because this is a glue book. And then I would just run a very, very thin thing of glue down here so that when it's on a page, we'll pretend this is a page. It's glued down, but you could still open it either side. So you could write on the back. You could put another pocket on that, whatever. I like having things over the edge of pages. Or you could just have this whole thing, glue it down the side, and just tuck the whole thing in a pocket. Fast, simple, another one done. This is just napkin that I had. I Mod Podged a napkin on this brown envelope, used a book page inside, glued it in, tear it, and you've got it. Okay, I have another envelope one that I was looking for. Oh, Kim. I cleaned up my desk, and then I messed it up doing something. I don't know where I put that other one. I'm sure I'll come through it in the, whatever, as we go through. I'm sure I'll come across it. Maybe it's under the stacked papers. No. Okay. Other way to use an envelope. Yeah. See, the way I think it works, it's every single gray hair that I have is a brain cell evacuating because they're tired of having to think. So they go on vacation and pop out the side of my head or wherever. Another envelope idea, glue the envelope down, fold it so so that you've got something like this. Trim off the edges. So you've got a pocket here, a pocket behind. I would decorate this so that you don't see that edge. And a bit of decor on the front. Glue it into your book, maybe do it sideways so that you can tuck it in from the side. Jump and chip, that's it. Yeah. So that's a fast, simple way to do pockets with envelopes, right? You just fold it, you get the, I'll just do this. Let's glue it down. And notice I'm not using one of my painted envelopes for this because I would like to decorate it some other way. So you glue the envelope down. You give it a fold. As high, short as you want. Snip the top. You could run it through a cutter so that it's straight. I am home of the wobble cut. I use my cutter occasionally. Okay, so then I would glue it down each of these sides here. I go from the short side, from the fold up, and this fold up. Put it together. Now, it would be fun to take some washi tape and run it along the sides to hide the edge. You could use strips of paper. It doesn't necessarily have to be washi tape. Yeah, now cutting straight. No, I didn't cut straight. So, again, if we glued this into a journal like this, you know, we could glue it down flat. Then we've got the pocket from this side of the envelope. We have between the two things of envelope. And then we've got the one in the front. Of course, you could glue it, if you're gluing it to the page, down three sides and have a tuck from this side, or you could do it the other way, tuck from that side, or tuck from the top. I'm not expecting a lot from everybody. Hey, Devin, nice to see you. Just going through a bunch of different pockets. If I am going too fast for you guys, tell me. I figured these ones are just simple enough that when you're playing with an envelope or whatever, you're going to remember it and just do it. Do we want to get a little bit more thinking now? Just asking for a friend. Okay, so look at this, guys. I'm fine. I've never been called fine. Yeah, no, you don't have to think. I did the thinking, and so for this, you will need a scoreboard or you will need a ruler. But I wrote the measurements down so that you can follow along. So you take a regular size sheet of paper. You score or do a fold mark at 1.5 inches. And rulers, I know. 1/2 inch. So if you're going from this side, this way, it's 1/2 inch to this fold. If you're going from this side this way, it's 10.5 inches. Okay? So then this one is 3 3/4 inches from the right side or 7 1/4 inches from the other side. The reason I did it this way is because I don't have a scoreboard. My cutter doesn't work as a scoreboard. I have to use my quilting ruler. or a regular ruler. I use my quilting ruler because I can line up the corners with the squares. But I have had this quilting ruler for 20 years, longer, you know. So this is what I use. So I put it against the paper and I fold up against the edge and then fold it tight using a bone folder or the edges of my scissors. Let's close the glue. And rulers. I know. So since I have to use this and it's only 6 inches, that's why I've got measurements from both directions. So I could go from either side of my page. Hey, Christine, welcome. Nice to see you. Does that make sense to you guys? That using a 6-inch quilting ruler, I can go from either side. That's why I have the your hemming pants while you watch. Nice. I'm one of those old school people that I don't hem my jeans. I like them all ratty at the bottom like I had when I was a teenager because I don't know why, but I like it. Okay, so we've got one fold at a 1/2 inch from the right side. Work done in her bathroom upstairs. We have the same wall. You feel like the guy is in your living room cutting through metal and grinding too. Oh, sorry, Jan. That's not fun. Okay, so I don't know how well you guys can see this. So we've got a 1/2 inch folded down under because we're going to glue this down and it's going to give us the double edge so that you've got the strong edge. Then we've got one at 3 3/4 from the right side, 7 1/4 from the left, 6 inches from the right side, 5 inches from the left. Remember, this is an 11-inch piece of paper. This one is 8 inches from the right side, 3 inches from the left. This is 9 inches from the right side, 2 inches from the left. So what I'll do is I will take a piece of paper, just a regular piece of paper, and I will use my quilting ruler and show you the lines. We'll do it this way. So this is the left side of the paper because I'm going to consider this the top. The third one, 6 inches from the right, 5 inches from the left. So I put my paper this way because I'm working across. And so I will draw a line at 1/2 inch. I'm going the wrong way. This should be 2 inches. Sorry, peeps. 2 inches from the left, draw a line. Or if you've got a scoreboard, whatever, do it. Do your fold. Mark your fold like this, then come back and fold it up. So it's 2 inches from the left. Good morning, Belinda. Nice to see you. You're putting groceries away? Awesome. Okay, so that's 2 inches from the left. Now we're going to go 3 inches from the left or 8 from the right. So this is 1, 2, 3. If you just have a regular ruler, just mark and draw lines, right? 3 inches, and I'm going to fold it at that. And then 5 inches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I on screen? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to put that line there. We're going to square that up. And then we're going to fold that tight. It's not exact. I'm okay. Now, this is why I had to do the markings from both sides. I have to turn it this way so that I can do the sides from the right side now. So we've got a 1/2 inch here. I hope you guys are following along. I hope I am going slow enough so that you guys can follow this. And then we're going to fold that on the 1/2 inch. And then the next one is 3 3/4 inches from this side. So 1, 2, 3 3/4 is here. Okay, 1, 2, 3 3/4 is there. And we're going to fold that up. You think you need an illustrated chart? Okay. I can show you. I can do that. That's why I'm here. Because we're playing. And I'm hoping that this is working for you. Okay, so we've got those lines. So we should have 5 folds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 folds. Replay is your friend. But what I will do is I will take a piece of paper. And I will just mark down the measurements. Nice and big. So this is 8.5 by 11 inch paper. So from the right side, when you have it, it's got to be landscape, not portrait. From the right side, the folds are 1/2 inch, 3 3/4 inches, 6 inches, 8 inches, and 9 inches. That's where you do your score. And from the left, it would be 2 inches, and then 3 inches, and then 5 inches, 7 1/4, and 10.5. Okay, they're from the right. They're always measured from the right or measured from the left. Turn yourself around. Yeah. Yeah, Sherry, that's a great idea. It is a great idea for a brayer off piece of paper. Okay, do you guys have the measurements? I can also post them and meet your creativity after if you need me to. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this 1/2 inch and we're going to fold it down and glue it. Because we need that thicker edge for the stability of the pocket, right? Now this one, let me think. That one stays the way it is. This one, the third one, that's the 6 inch, 5 inch one, we fold opposite so that it's going to fold like an accordion, right? And then this one, the same thing. So does that make sense? Can you see that? It folds up like this so that when you glue it down, you would glue down this side, down here. I'm going to have to go and check that out. Oh, it's Meet Your Creativity, Allie, and that is my Facebook group. The link is down below, and it's also at the very top of the chat. So does that make sense, guys? It's kind of like you folded accordion style, except for the very first one you fold under, so that you've got this pocket, this pocket. This is more of a tuck because it's pretty shallow. Do I have a mod here? Can somebody put the link in? You know what? Let's see if I can just do that. Let me see if I can copy and paste that one from the top. No. You know what? I can do it from here. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Just have to find my mouse half the time because, the double screen. There. That is the link for my Facebook group, Meet Your Creativity. Is anyone wearing blue? I'm wearing black. So that's my Facebook group, Meet Your Creativity. So can you see this? Let's draw a black line where the folds are. So there's a fold here that we folded down and glued on back. Then we have the fold here, and we have this fold here. No, I don't see anybody in blue here today. Anne, aren't you a mod? Could have sworn Anne was a mod. Here we go. There you go. Anne's in blue now. Okay, so then when we glue them down, we would glue here on this side. Can you see? Am I too far away? That's okay. So the only thing about my Facebook group is posts need approval for the first little while, because I've had people posting porn on my group. Don't ask. I have no idea. So now I need to approve for the first couple. So we would glue down here and here, fold it up, fold it up. And the cool thing about this is, I did it on a whole sheet of paper. If you've got a smaller journal, cut it in half, cut it into strips, cut it into whatever you need to use. And then some glue here and here. Yeah, I thought Anne was a mod too. I know. I actually had a friend who doesn't come to the lives or anything. She just checks up on me once in a while, and she actually messaged me and she said, "Did you know?" And I went, "What?" I hit the roof. So, okay, so we folded the 1/2 inch down and we glued it down. And so when we put this into a journal, I should have a full-size journal here instead of my little glue book. But okay, let's chop it off. You know what? Like I said, this one works great because you can use it in any size journal. You make one on a whole page, and then you just hack it up to the size you need. Right? So now, of course, I will have to glue these sides, but that's okay. Yeah. I mean, there's a time and place for everything, right? A crafting place is not, well, maybe they think it's creative. I do not. And then here, right? So it's the same thing. I just took that big piece and I chopped it into smaller pieces so I can use it in a journal this size, right? So now what I will do, because this is strong, this side is not in a couple of places, but I could get away with using this as a side pocket underneath because of all the overlap we've got from the pockets, right? So you can glue it flat down, which I wouldn't do. I would glue 3 sides for sure, because then you've got the pocket behind, you've got this pocket. Okay, this is way big. Find something smaller. You've got this pocket, and then you've got this pocket. This is just a short little pocket. It's more like a tuck, this bottom one. And we're just going to sneak in that glue right there, right? So you've got the one behind, you've got this one, and this one. So then you would glue it down the 3 sides. Does that make sense? No, thanks, guys. You think you did it? It's like an accordion. This bottom one really is very shallow. Where's the ruler? Where's the ruler? Okay. Yeah, that bottom one is just under an inch deep. This one is close to 2 inches deep. And then this one, of course, depending on where you go, is about 3.5 to 4 inches deep. Awesome. So again, you can decorate it the way you want. You could put some lace on the edges before you glue it down the sides, of course, right? So this one, if I wanted to put lace on it while it's still in this stage, I would put the lace on before I glue the edges. Or if you want to put one of your edging papers on it to decorate it. If you've got pieces of your master boards, I don't know what I chopped this master board up into. It's always a surprise. Okay, so I've got inchies. You could use an inchy. If you've got 3 matching inchies down the center of them, that would be a very, very cute pocket. Yeah. The nice thing about this one is you only need a one-sided piece of paper because it's all on the front, right? Some of the other pockets people do, you fold them this way, that way, and it's like you need a double-sided piece of paper. So is that clear as mud, guys? Do you have any questions about that one? Right? So, like I say, it's like an accordion, but it gives you a really cute little. It's just the measuring that can be a bit annoying, right? So, okay, that's another one. Do you need this again? Anybody want to take a screenshot while we're at it? As I say, I will post it in Meet Your Creativity. I will print it out nicer. I'll probably type it in. Are we ready to move along? Do you want me to show you this one again? Anyone? It would. It would. Now, when you've got that full one again, if you fold it in half, how cute is that on the edge of a page? Right? On the edge of a page, then you've got a nice sturdy page. And this one I wouldn't have as a flip open. I would glue it down across here and across here. But on the edge of a page in a journal, that could be really, really cute. I like having things fold over the edges of pages. I like the edges of my pages to be a little bit solid, if possible. But, you know, when you've got a journal, and it's over the edge of the page, this one isn't glued. It just gives that little bit more stability, right? Yeah. So, and it's lots of tuck spaces then. Lots and lots of tuck spaces. Are we ready to move on? All right. We're going to move on. Moving on down the road. Again, you have a piece of paper. It could be a book page. It doesn't have to be an 8.5 by 11. I'm using that because it's a standard piece of copy paper. It's the size that we use on gel plates. It's just handy for us to use. This one you could do on any size of paper. This last one, the measurements are for an 8.5 by 11. Ready, ready, ready? Okay, so we're going to take our paper, and it's going to be on landscape, and we're going to fold it in half. And then we're going to fold it in half again. So we've got 4 sections. Now again, this would be if you've got a full-size journal. You can make them smaller. Okay, so we've got that. Now we are going to take our ruler, or whatever you've got, doesn't matter. We're going to put it from this point, this corner here, and we're going to go to about there on the other edge. Make sense? Let's say how far up. Let's do an exact. Let's do 2.5 inches, so to there. I need to go this way. 2.5 inches is about there. Doesn't have to be exact, peeps. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You ready? We're going to rip this. Right? Now you got something that looks like this. Something that looks like that. Throwing stuff on the floor. So now we're going to fold it this way on this fold. And we're going to fold it back. And then we're going to fold it this way. Can you see that? Let's ink that edge. So it goes this way, and then this way, and then this way. Now the thing with this one is it's very, very thin because it's lined paper, right? So you can take this and glue it down onto that, either side. Or you could put a decorative edging on it to make it thick. So maybe take a piece of a border, some washi tape, and do a zigzag. You know, the reason this, you can use that, whatever. And then you have this to stick in a pocket. You could glue it down. You could use it as a tuck from this side because it's folded and it's doubled, right? So then you would glue along here, and along here. So I haven't decided what I want to use for the extra edge on this. I probably would use, say, some of my faux washi tape, which is in a bin over there. Let's just grab faux washi tape because I don't have your washi tape. Let's use this orange stuff. Do I have enough to do? Because I cut them in different widths, I need two of the same width. These two are the same width. Let's just take that. Okay, so then I would glue it here, right? Glue that down against the edge. Gives it the stability for when we're sticking stuff in and out. Strengthens the edge. Then we'll cut that with a pair of scissors. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And doing this, the one that folds over hides the raw edge, right? So we'll cut that. And then we need one for down here. These are really fun to do out of a bit wider pieces of paper. But I don't have much in the way of, what's that stuff? Scrapbook paper, because I never scrapbooked. And of course, I use a lot of copyweight paper, lined paper, book page. So I'm always looking for different ways to strengthen up an edge. Okay, so now we'll glue it. So it would go down here. Just using regular Elmer's glue all because that's what I've got. And down here. And I guess we should go across the bottom. And then we go down here and across the bottom. Should have done that on the other one. Didn't think about it, but that's okay. There. So as I say, if I glue this into a journal, I would probably go like this so that I could tuck in from this side. Here, here, and there. This I actually got. It's a liquid glue. It's refillable. And it is under scrapbooking supplies on Amazon. Hey, Dusty, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. So was this one easier? Did you guys get this one? Hi, Pam. It's been a while. Hope all's good with you. We're playing pockets today. You guys got this one? And again, you know, tall and narrow. There's one. There's two. There's three. And you can glue it so that you can tuck behind. Yeah. I see you've been making those big cozy hoodie things and lots of Barbie clothes again. Anybody that doesn't know, Pam makes the most incredible Barbie clothes. She makes great people clothes, like us size clothes too. She's the home of the Pamerals. Okay, we got this, guys. Can I move on? Should I move on? Anyone? Excellent. Excellent. That other piece that we ripped off, where did mine go? You can make a small one out of that too, right? You could make a small one to go on the opposite page or further through the book. Making a bomber jacket. Oh my word, that's a lot of work. Hey Dana, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you here. Move on? All right. She did a bomber jacket for a Barbie. Crazy gorgeous, crazy detailed. Okay, so next one. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? This one is a pocket here, a pocket here, pocket here, pocket here, right? 3 pockets. And then you could always have one on the back if you strengthen it. Or you could just take this and tuck it into a pocket yourself. Yes, you definitely can make one from the ripped piece. You just have to reinforce it. Size 1s? All right. Okay, so we're going to do this one. So again, piece of paper. Piece of paper. I have to unfold this one because I never remember how to do it. So we're going to fold it this way in half. And then we're going to fold it this way in half. This is just scrap paper I'm using. It was my granddaughter's grade 12 math. She gave me a desk back that was her mom's as a kid, and she had all her math work in it, and she didn't want it, so I'm using it to craft with because, seriously, that was a stack of math papers to use. Didn't want to throw them out. Pam, want to put your link in? Okay, so now we've got the paper like this. We've got it divided into 4 sections, right? It's folded into 4 pieces. We're going to take this corner and we're going to fold it right to the fold like this. And we're going to glue that down. Got a big glob of dried glue there. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we've got that one and we've glued it down. Now this one, let's just measure. Let me see. So this one, you're going to fold it about 2 inches to the point. I'll just mark that. So we're going to fold it up and in, and it's about 2 inches from the point of the paper to the edge. I don't normally measure this. I usually just wing it. But I know that some of you like to have the directions. And you do try and fold it so that it's like a right angle triangle. And we're going to glue that one down too. So those 2 are glued to the same side, right? This side of the paper. Does that make sense? Do we have that, guys? All right. So now we're going to flip it over this way. And this one, what's your measurement? About 2.5 inches in. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold this one to this side, though. So we'll just fold it on that mark. And we want it, again, to be a right angle. And that's about 2.5 to the point. A little bit less. It's okay. And now we're going to glue that down. So this corner is glued on the opposite side of the other two corners. Does that make sense? You got it? Now we're going to fold it. Okay, this is the back corner. So we're going to fold it up this way. And then we're going to fold it this way onto the folds. And then you have another 3-edged diagonal pocket. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Oops, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where do I need to go back to, Anne, to correct your oops? This one's fun. You know, again, you just kind of have measurements. And they don't need to be exact. Fish and lobsters, excellent. So then, of course, you would glue it here and down there. And you get these lovely little pockets. And how can I help you, hun? Go back to folding of pockets? Okay. So we're going to unfold that. So we've got our page. Doesn't matter which side is facing. Upper right-hand corner, fold into the fold. Okay. You forgot to flip over the page? Okay. Fold it to the fold. Then the bottom corner, this is about a 2-inch to the point of the pocket. Let me just measure that. Yeah. From the point to this fold is 2 inches. Approximately. Okay? Approximately. Fold it up and glue it down so they're opposite each other on the same side. It is math homework. That was my granddaughter's grade 12 math homework. Awesome, Belinda. I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow morning. And then the hordes are coming for supper. But I already have it figured out what I'm making. So we've got that. So this one goes against the fold. Fold it. And this one is 2 inches. This one is 2.5 inches. 2.25 to 2.5 inches. From the point to the fold. Okay, so you flipped it over. Right? So we've got 2 folds on that side, 1 fold on this side. Let me know when you guys have caught up. You win? You've caught up? Anne, how are you doing? You ready? All right, Andrea's ready. Anne? This was my favorite pocket to do for a very long time. You ready? Anne? Okay, you glued some paper over the glued mess. Okay. You went grocery shopping this morning? I'm procrastinating about grocery shopping. It's so stinking cold. I don't want to leave the house at 8 in the morning to shop. But I'm going to do it tomorrow. Just waiting for you, Anne. Okay. You'll try again? Okay. So we've got those three done. Fold it in half this way and that way. So again, I've done it out of cardstock. You really have to get those folds tight, though, if you do it with cardstock, because otherwise you get those crunchy looking edges. Not that it really matters, it's a junk journal. But again, this is something that could stand alone and tuck into a pocket, or you can glue it down and use it as a tuck or a pocket. It was one this morning in Utah. It is currently, when I started my live, minus 18 Fahrenheit here. Yay, Jan. So my suggestion is if you guys are using these as prototypes, don't glue them, except for these, right? But don't glue the sides together because you'll want to unfold it a couple of times to see how to do that. So when it comes to gluing it, you would glue here, the back, you can see where you want to glue it. You want to glue it on the right side because you want to glue all those down. That is cold. That's why I don't want to leave the house. So do we have this one? Yeah, don't glue it. Don't I mean, And seriously, on this one, the one that you just did, mark the size fold corners, right? 2 inches, 2 1/4 to 2 1/2. That way you've got it. My thing is that I make them and I throw them into my remember this is how to do it bin. And then I spend half an hour trying to figure out what the heck I did. Okay. Now this one is my nightmare one. It is a beautiful pocket. I have to admit, I love this pocket. Sure wish I knew where the heck that other envelope went. It had music page on it. Can't believe I would have thrown it back in here. Yeah, there it is. Aha, I found it. Okay, we'll go back to the envelopes in a minute. We're going to do this crazy one here. Now this one I'm going to go really slow. Yeah, it's a nightmare one. but it is the coolest. The coolest. Okay? So we're going to fold it like a hot dog, lengthwise. Okay? Everybody got this fold right here? Lengthwise. Then we're going to fold it this way. So again, we've got it folded in 4, but we're going to have it like this. You don't do nightmares? You'll like it though, Andrea. And you know what? Once you've done it, and you do it a couple of times, keep one that you can take apart so that you saw what the heck you did. It's like those Victorian letters we did last week or the week before or sometime. Those were a nightmare. But we got it. We figured it. Okay, so we've got this. Now we're going to take this side and we're going to fold it. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to take the bottom and we're going to fold it up past the fold. Past the halfway mark. Give yourself, what, about an inch? Let's see what that is. Fold it up so you've got about an inch and a quarter, inch and a half before the edge. Okay? You need to apply for an old lady card. Now we're going to fold this one down. About like that. We're not folding it in thirds. And that one, the one that we folded down is probably an inch and 3/4. Okay? So, what did I say? That was about an inch and what? Inch and a half. From fold the bottom up to an inch and a half from that edge. And the bottom down. To about an inch and 3/4. Okay? Does that make sense? You're in the bushes listening? All right. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, it's in your PJs? All right. All right, all right. You got that, guys? So we didn't really necessarily need that other center fold. I got it on this one because I was practicing. We don't need the center. We fold this one up, so there's about an inch and a half, and this one is an inch and 3/4. Now, what we're going to do, you know what? Oh, guys, you're going to hate me. You're going to hate me. You're going to hate me. Bear with me. I hate me. Where is the one that actually works, Kim? Crap. Hey, Janet Burgess. Nice to see you. Okay. Okay. I'll find it. Here it is. All right. So, right. I did it totally wrong. We're going to try this again. We're going to take that page that Kim just did, and we're going to go like this. Because I was following the mistake I made. Okay? We're going to fold it in half this way. Okay? Hey, come on. I never said I was perfect. Problem is, I'm taking you down the wrong rabbit hole. Okay, so now we're going to open it and we're going to go this way. Yep. And we're going to go this way. They don't have to be exact. That's right. That's right. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to cut along this line here. We don't have to go all the way to those folds. I'm leaving about half an inch-ish on each side of the fold. Okay, let's take another one. Anyway, this is what we're going to come up with when we're done. It's this cute little folded in half thing, and it's got these wonderful pocket things on the sides. Okay? I'm going to use a paper where you can actually see what I'm doing. So, we're going to fold it once long ways. And then we're going to turn it this way. And we're going to fold it. Let's do it. What did I do here? How big is that? I'm just going to measure these quick. One is 3 inches. So we've got 3 inches from this edge. So I'll mark it there. That one's going to get folded on that line. And this one is 4 inches. So we're going to go and fold it 4 inches. Okay? So we're going to fold it up on the 4-inch side from there. Okay? And then on this side, we're going to fold the 3-inch. Does that make sense? Do you have that now? So we've got the long fold, and then from the right side, we folded it 4 inches up, and the left side, we folded it 3 inches. Hello, anybody I've missed? Nice to see you, Marguerite and Barbara and Jean. Okay, you've got that? Okay. So now we are going to cut from where it meets this fold, the center fold, and this fold. We're going to cut this fold from the edge along the center. Okay? We're going to cut that one. We're going to turn it. And we're going to cut this other one. Okay? Now, we're going to take this one and we're going to fold it down. And that one, we're going to fold up along the fold that we made. We will glue those down. Same thing on this side. And there. So we're folding from the center out for this. So now we're going to fold this one up. And we're going to fold that one down. And it's going to overlap. And they're not going to be equal. Those points might need to be brought down just a little bit so it lies nice, which is okay. And then we're going to fold that down. The shorter ones go on top on the outside. And then when we fold it, because I really butchered that somehow, so it didn't fold nice, but that's okay. This is, like I say, this is the nightmare one. But look at how stinking cute that is, right? So, of course, we'll glue down this side here. We'll glue down that side and across the bottom of this. The same thing on the other side. So then we can tuck in on this side. And we can tuck in on that side. But we can also tuck in under this top flap as well. Right? Does that make sense? Do we have this one? Because that's just so cute. And again, if you've got that over the side of a page, you got it? All right, Andrea. What happened to your old lady card? But that's so cute. I just love this one. Okay, so then you would glue down this, you glue down each corner flap in, right? And then you would start with the bottom ones and you would glue along this edge from the fold to the point. And then on this one, you would glue this edge and this edge. Not gluing anything past that folded piece. So then you put it down. So you've got this tuck and this tuck. And then you do the same thing on the other side. You would glue the bottom one first, this one. Glue that one first. And then this one in the L shape to the fold. Oh, on camera. Yes, no? And then it folds like this. And again, you could tuck it in. You could use this as a little folio to send stuff in. You could put it over a journal page like the other ones. You can add another pocket here if that's what you're going to do with it. I love this one. I haven't made this for a very long time, obviously. Should I do it again? No, I don't have my journal done. Sunday, what did we play Sunday, guys? We played, oh my goodness, I don't even remember what we did on Sunday. Yeah. You nodded? All right. I do that too. Smile and nod. I love this one. But like I say, don't glue anything. I mean, you can write down here, glue, right? Glue, glue, and glue, just so that you know. If that's going to help you. And then, like I say, the taller ones go to the bottom and the shorter ones go over top. Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter either. Done? Awesome. Okay, so there's that one. Boy, that one, like I say, is a nightmare. Okay, let's go back to the envelopes. let's go back to the envelopes. Let me just look at this. All right. So we have an envelope. We're not going to glue it down this time. What we are going to do is we're going to fold this piece up like this. Let's measure that and say 2¼ inches. 2¼ inches. We got that? Oh, right. We decorated envelopes and did mark making. Right. Right. Oh, I don't know where my brain is. Okay. So we've got our envelope. We fold about 2¼ inches that way. How big is this one? And that's 2 inches from that side. So let's make a mark. 2 inches. On the 2-inch, we fold. 2 inches, we fold. Like that. Just like that. Now comes the fun part. We're going to cut here on the flap. Okay, we're going to take this flap and we're going to cut on that fold line. But what I'm going to suggest you do with that fold line is you're going to cut a little bit of a wedge. Just so it looks more like this other side edge. So we're just going to cut a nice little wedge. Also so it lies flat when you fold it, because when it's folded and it's that bulky, it doesn't always lie nice and flat. And we're just going to kind of round that edge off a little bit. Okay, so we've got a pocket here. Let's take a hole punch thing. If you've got one, if you don't, you can just cut a little snip out of this layer. And we're just going to put a thumb notch there. Okay, we've got a thumb notch and we've got this so that we've got a little pocket that's going to be, yeah, guesstimate. That works. That's what I usually do, Belinda. We know that. And we're going to do the same thing on this flap here. We're going to do it a little bit, cut the line, a little bit of a wedge. And this little wedge thing actually applies to very much of what we do in junk journaling, because when you're folding something and there's lots of layers, it doesn't necessarily fold nice. So we need that to take that little bit off just to give it the what? Take away the bulk, help it lie flat, right? Okay, so we've got these two little flappy pockets. We're going to do the same thing with this one. Add a little notch. It doesn't have to be this way. You could just cut a V with your scissors if that's what you got. I have this, so I'm kind of lucky. So then what we're going to do is we are going to cut just this piece of the envelope, and we are going to cut a line down this fold. Right? Stick your hand in there. You don't want to cut both layers. You just want to cut this layer. And we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go, let's give it about 1/4 inch. I'm not measuring. And we're going to give it another cut. And we're going to cut it across the bottom there. And pull that off. We're going to give this side a thumb notch here. Then we're going to take this piece of the envelope. We're going to cut this so that it kind of matches the edge. And that we are just going to cut off. Now this is a fun one to decorate. I used just plain music paper and I just cut it to fit each segment. Now we're going to take the tape off the center one and we're going to glue it down. Okay, so now we've got 3 pockets. This one, so we're going to run a bead of glue just along this edge here. Piece of chocolate. Oh, did I stress you that much? I'm sorry. So we're going to flip it over and just run a really nice thin bead of glue. If you've got double-sided tape, you can use double-sided tape. Use what you've got. So this is a very narrow pocket on this end. It's good for like tall, skinny tags, that kind of thing. And like I say, I'm not taking this sticky off because we want to be able to get stuff in there. What I will do is I will cut a piece of something to match that, glue it down, so then I don't have to worry about those sticky spots. Again, this one, we don't have to add any more glue than that. This is just a nice little folio kind of thing that you can just fold up, tuck it in a pocket, tuck it wherever. This one actually folds over itself. Doesn't have to. Doesn't have to. Right? Dr. Thunder, that is a fun name. So then now you've got this to decorate. And again, you can tuck it in a pocket. Actually, I like it better when it does fold over. But that's okay. We can just fold it. We can just fold it so it tucks underneath. Let's measure that. Okay, so we want to fold it up 3 inches, not the 2 1/4. And then, of course, this flap on the envelope would be different. But it's a cute one, right? So you fold this one up to 3 inches. You fold this one up. What did I say that one was? I measured it. I didn't write it down. 2 1/4. No, you're not 2 1/4. What are you? 2 inches. Okay, so you fold that one 3 inches, this one 2 inches. It's got that little bit of an overlap. Then you could put like a brad or a button or something to fasten it down. You could put a circle and then tuck it under the circle, or even just a little flap of even like an inchy or a twinchy. Put a twinchy down and this just flaps underneath it, right? Come on. If it was glued down, it would work much better, you know? So then you decorate the way you want to. And then, like I say, if I'd have folded it right the first time, of course, then you would cut this flap here the same kind of way. All right, are you guys sick of me? So what have we done? We've done this envelope one. And again, like I say, you've got a skinny pocket. This is quite a large piece, right? This also would be a larger bit. Decorate as you will. Okay, so that's one envelope. Where's our other envelope that we did? Where did I just put everything I made, guys? Oi, this one, where you just take the envelope, you seal it, you fold it, however, so that you've got 2 layers, cut off the sealed edges so that you've got pockets. Let's put thumb holes in those so that you can see where they would go. This one too. This one too. Oh, let's actually cut something there. There we go. Right? So this one, so you've got this part of the envelope to stuff. You've got the between the 2 layers to stuff. This one to stuff. And if you glue it down on 3 sides, you've got the back. Okay, so that's 2 envelope pockets. Circle pocket, like I said, cut out 2 circles, cut it in half, half for the front for the pocket. You can always, if you're going to just glue it straight down, then you would use the other half of the circle to double up for this pocket. Strengthen it as you will. But, circle pocket. Doily pocket, where you take your doily and you fold it up about a third of the way. Fold the sides in. Again, very, very flimsy. This one you do need to be a little bit more careful with. The one that we all liked was the magazine picture where we made a little bag. These ones don't need decorating. You can just tuck them in anywhere, stick them however you want. Those ones. What else did we do? We did this one. We did this one. That's a lot of envelopes, guys. I took you on an absolute bizarre journey this afternoon. We have this accordion one. And this accordion one. And we pocketed it out. I'm pocketed out. So, of course, you guys do this mix and match however you want in your journals. This one you could do with any size paper. Should we do one on a small book page? See what it looks like? Because we can. Let's use a book page. So we do it in 4. Still breathing and folding there. Excellent. Okay, so where is it? This one. You fold the page in 4, open it up, tear from this fold down to the other side of the page at an angle. Book page. It's going to tear ragged. So then we fold this way, and this way, and this way, and it's a very little pocket. But look how cute! Again, you want to double up the edge, put some washi or something on it for stability, special since it's book page because it's crazy thin. Or before you even do it, glue 2 book pages together. But I like that little one, If you're doing a taller journal, that works great, but you can use any size. All right, let's want to do one more. Let's do one more. Oh, have I got a mess here? Surprise! This one you need a square for. Oh, thanks, Barbara. We're going to fold a square because we need a square. Now I'm going to tear along the square. This stuff's going to go in the garbage. Surprise. I'm trying to be better about throwing things in the garbage. Okay, now this one, you know how we do those little folded envelopes that we just tuck together? This is very, very similar. So we just take the point, just so that they're kind of equal, right? Then we take one side and we fold it in. And we take the other side and we fold it and we tuck it into that folded over piece. And there's a double pointed pocket. You've got a really cute little pocket here. The nice thing with this is if you use a whole piece of paper, it could be a huge writing spot, right? Because we're not gluing anything. So then you just unfold it. And look at all that space they would have to write in, Another pocket. Okay, I'm done pocketing, guys. Seriously. Thanks. I'm glad that you like the pockets. I'm glad you like the selection. Because, we all like just taking a piece of masterboard or whatever and gluing it down and making a pocket. Fast, simple, done. Those of you who have been here a while know that it works great if you take your whatever to make a pocket with. Then you take, look, I got lots of this. We're going to glue this down onto this piece of paper. Not right at the edge. We're going to do it at this edge, but kind of in the middle. Like that. Okay, we're just going to glue that down onto this piece of paper. This is just a little something in case you guys don't know this trick. Lots of tricks. Lots of tricks. Silly rabbit tricks are for kids, right? Me and my rabbit holes. Okay, so we glue that down. Oh, yep, just fine. So now what we're going to do is we are going to cut this probably a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch on each of the 3 sides. Something like that. Not quite 1/2 inch. Something like that. Do you guys know to do this? Then you cut across the corner this way, the corner that way. You fold that down to the back. Fold this to the back. Fold this to the back. So then when you're gluing it onto a page, you glue on the flaps. And that gives you this whole inside space to actually, hey, Stacy, nice to see you. That whole space to use as a pocket in the journal, right? So if you put glue here and glue on that and on there, and then glue it down onto, let's stick it in this thing. You can stick it right. This is a glue book. There. I'm going to stick it over that paw print. Now I'll stick it here. So you stick where the glue is, right? So now, if I had glued that piece down, I would lose however much space because of the glue, right? So with this one, you can actually go all the way to both sides and all the way to the bottom. It gives you a much, I can't say a bit bigger, better pocket. You're adding extra paper to strengthen up your coffee paper to begin with. No harm in adding that extra little bit so you get a bigger pocket. I'm not a pocket genius. I've just been doing this for a long time, and you have to something a little bit, maximize the space. Yeah. So, anyway, I don't know what else to show you, tell you, Definitely make yourself templates and with the measurements on them, put them into a envelope so that I am taking the darn compliment. Thank you. I just love to play. I do. I love to play. This is play. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought, I'm really low on my little ladies. I still have almost 200 of these silly little ladies that I use as seals on my envelopes. I was about to make a whole new page of those. I don't know. I just don't know. So These are from a masterboard I chopped up. I like to keep them together so that when I'm doing a journal, I can just grab everything I chopped up, and that way I can use it throughout the journal to have a bit of a flow through. So there, guys, so there. I would love to see what you guys do with pockets. If you add lace or snippet strips or anything. You're welcome, Andrea. You are more than welcome. Oh, before we go, the first one that picks a color is the color I'm going to pull. I have pink, yellow, green, orange, purple, natural. And that's what we're going to do next Tuesday. Red. I do have red. Okay. I'm pulling a red. And, well, next Tuesday's clusters. Clusters. Next Tuesday is clusters. We're doing clusters next Tuesday. Same time, going live at 12:45. Well, I put what in the brown envelopes with the label? I haven't labeled them yet, Belinda. I just have them in segments. All right, saving your scraps from quilt cutting. Perfect. So I don't know if you guys do cluster books or if you just make clusters and put them in a bin somewhere. Either way, we're doing clusters next week. I do have a cluster book started. Whoa, turned off the light. Turn the light back on. Oh, sorry for the blast. So, we can do it this way in the book so that they're handy, so that you know where all the same ones are that you want to use. The blue pieces I was holding. These? No, I actually have, I was doing this way before I got the brown envelopes. So I just keep them all in one of these little file folder things that I made. And then I put them in a different box. Masterboard Crafternoon. Masterboard chop-ups are in here. In those things. So, I've done clustery snippet rolls. They're fun. They are fun. They are. This is like journaling, but we did that, 9 squares, and we doodled in each one. This is a book from a workshop I took. So we could eat whatever. What you guys, if you want to just make total random clusters, that's fine. I like having groups again because I like having a little bit of flow through when I do journals. Grid journaling. Yeah, cluster journaling. Perfect. A lot of times, you know how you get those flyer booklets, say at Christmas time or what? It's almost like one of those. We used to get like the Sears catalogs at Christmas. a lot of the local businesses here have flyers that they do that way. So that's what I use a lot of times for that kind of thing. Anyway, it's fun. And it just kind of keeps them all in one place. Yeah. What I did for the grid journaling, I actually took wooden blocks and did the same kind of thing. I painted them. They all had, say, green triangles on each side, and they each had black lines. And I did 9 blocks so that you could stack them and manipulate them any way you can. Worked out lovely. Lovely, lovely. All right, guys. This has been a short one today. I appreciate you all for being here. I will put a supply list for clusters as well. Hey, while I've got you guys here, do you remember a cartoon? Those of you who are in your 50s and 60s, there was a cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon, and there was like a tagline before the cartoon started, and it was either stay tuned or stand by. But it was stand by for adventure. Do you guys remember what cartoon that was? Anybody knows, shoot me a message because it's been driving me crazy and I can't find it. You missed that cartoon? Yeah, I know it was some sort of superhero kind of thing, maybe Hercules, or it wasn't Adam Ant. Anyway, for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. But Mighty Mouse? Maybe it was Mighty Mouse. I'm going to have to check that out. Forgot about Mighty Mouse. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right, guys. Clusters next week. I will get that supply list up in Meet Your Creativity and in my community tab by Friday or on Friday. And Make a Wish from the 70s. Excellent. Thanks for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please post your creations on Meet Your Creativity. I like to see what you're playing with. And have a good one, everyone. Take care now. Bye.